Ladies and gentlemen, warriors in the making, let me ask you this: are you truly living, or are you merely existing? Are you waking up every day with fire in your chest, ready to dominate, or are you drifting through life, bound by fear and excuses? Greatness isn't handed out, it's earned, it's forged. And it's yours if you're willing to break the barriers holding you back. Today, we're going to light that fire, because the world doesn't wait for you to get ready. It moves forward with or without you. First, let's face a harsh truth: growth demands pain. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is your ability to endure. Comfort is the enemy. Every obstacle, every hardship, every challenge, it's not there to stop you, it's there to test you. You don't sharpen a sword with feathers, you sharpen it with fire. Pain builds resilience. It teaches you lessons no success ever could. Stop fearing discomfort, welcome it, embrace it. Understand that every ounce of pain you endure is an investment in your future greatness. Discipline is the backbone of winners. It's the silent force that gets you out of bed before sunrise, keeps you grinding when others quit, and pushes you to take one more step when your legs are screaming to stop. Discipline isn't sexy, it's not glamorous, but it's the only way forward. You won't always feel motivated. Motivation is fleeting. But discipline stays. It doesn't care if you're tired, upset, or uninspired. Discipline says, do it anyway. And that's what separates the good from the great. Confidence is not optional. Let me tell you this: the world will reflect what you project. If you carry yourself like a champion, people will treat you like one. If you shrink, the world will step over you. Stop waiting for permission to believe in yourself. Own your worth. Confidence isn't arrogance, it's the recognition of your potential and the refusal to let doubt sabotage it. Walk with purpose, speak with conviction, act as if success is already yours, and watch how quickly reality aligns with your belief. Mental toughness is everything. Life will knock you down. It's not a matter of if, but when. But here's the thing: you don't lose when you fall. You lose when you stay down. Winners aren't the people who avoid failure. They're the ones who get back up faster, smarter, and stronger every time. Failure is a teacher, not an endgame. It's the feedback you need to refine your strategy and push harder. Cultivate a mindset that thrives on adversity. Learn to see obstacles as opportunities in disguise. If you're not taking risks, you're not growing. Playing it safe will keep you average. And let's be real, average is not what you're here for. The comfort zone is a trap. It feels good, but it kills dreams. Step into the unknown. Take that bet on yourself even when no one else does. Sure, you might fail, but failure is a part of winning. Every great success story is built on a foundation of calculated risks and lessons learned from failure. Never stop learning. Knowledge is power, and in today's world, it's more accessible than ever. Read the books, take the courses, watch the tutorials. Be relentless in your pursuit of self-improvement. The moment you stop learning, you start dying. Adaptation is the key to survival, and growth is the key to dominance. Stay curious, stay hungry, evolve constantly. Your circle matters. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, challenge you, and hold you accountable. Energy is contagious, both good and bad. If you're surrounded by complainers, you'll find yourself complaining. If you're surrounded by winners, you'll start winning. Build a tribe of greatness, because no one achieves extraordinary success alone. Finally, and most importantly, action is king. Dreams without execution are nothing more than fantasies. Stop talking about what you're going to do and start doing it. The world doesn't reward ideas, it rewards results. Excuses don't build empires, action does. Grind harder, move faster, fail forward. The clock is ticking. And every second wasted is a second you'll never get back. The barriers in front of you are real, but they're not unbreakable. You were built for more than mediocrity. You were born to win, to dominate, to leave your mark on this world. So stop hesitating, stop doubting, start breaking barriers, and start building greatness. The time is now. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen, warriors in the making. The truth is simple. Discipline is the backbone of every great achievement. Without it, dreams remain fantasies, plans stay on paper, and potential lies dormant. The greatest battles you'll ever fight are not against external forces, but within yourself, against laziness, procrastination, and the seductive pull of comfort. Discipline is what separates those who dream of greatness from those who achieve it. Discipline isn't flashy, and it doesn't ask for applause. It's the quiet force that wakes you up before the sun, keeps you grinding when the world says you've done enough, and pushes you forward even when you don't feel like it. Here's the harsh truth: motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes like the wind. Some days you'll feel like conquering the world, and other days you won't even feel like getting out of bed. That's where discipline steps in. Discipline doesn't care how you feel. It doesn't ask for your permission. It commands you to act. regardless of the circumstances. Think about it. Every successful person you admire, every champion, every innovator, they didn't rely on fleeting bursts of inspiration to get where they are. They relied on habits, routines, and the relentless commitment to show up every single day, no matter what. Discipline is the bridge between your goals and your achievements. It's not glamorous, and it won't always feel rewarding in the moment, but it's the foundation of everything worthwhile. And let's be real, discipline is not easy. If it were, everyone would have it. It's a muscle that requires training, effort, and consistency. It's saying no to instant gratification so you can say yes to long-term success. It's skipping the distractions, the temptations, and the excuses and focusing on what truly matters. It's choosing the hard path because you know that's where the growth is. There's a price for everything in life, and discipline is the currency of greatness. Want a fit body? Discipline your diet and workouts. Want financial freedom? Discipline your spending and invest in your future. Want to be a leader in your field? Discipline yourself to learn, innovate, and outwork everyone else. The formula is simple, but it's not easy, and that's why it's so powerful. The beauty of discipline is that it compounds. The more you practice it, the stronger it gets. The stronger it gets, the more unstoppable you become. It starts with small decisions, waking up early, saying no to distractions, sticking to your commitments. Over time, those small decisions build momentum, and that momentum creates habits. Those habits, they define your life. And here's the most important part: discipline is a choice. It's not something you're born with or something you magically acquire. It's a decision you make moment by moment, day by day. You decide to be disciplined. Just like you decide to quit or give in. It's entirely in your hands. The world isn't going to hand you success, and it's not going to wait for you to feel ready. The only way forward is to cultivate the discipline, to push through, to persevere, and to persist. Every time you act with discipline, you're not just working toward your goals, you're shaping your character. You're proving to yourself that you're capable, that you're strong, and that you're worthy of the greatness you seek. So, stop waiting for motivation to strike. Stop hoping that success will somehow fall into your lap. Get up, take control, and make the choice to be disciplined. The path to greatness is paved with hard work, consistency, and the unyielding determination to keep going no matter what. Discipline is the ultimate equalizer. It doesn't care about your background, your circumstances, or your resources. It cares about one thing: will you show up? Will you do the work? Your future self is watching, waiting, and depending on you. Don't let them down. Master discipline, and you'll master your destiny. Ladies and gentlemen, let's address a truth that many shy away from. Confidence is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Without it, every opportunity slips through your fingers and every barrier grows taller. Confidence is the foundation upon which all greatness is built. It's not about arrogance, and it's not about being the loudest person in the room. It's about knowing deep in your soul that you have what it takes to succeed, no matter what life throws at you. Here's the thing: the world doesn't reward doubt. It preys on it. Every second you spend questioning your abilities, every moment you hesitate, is a chance for someone else to step in and take what could have been yours. Confidence is not just about projecting strength outward. It's about fortifying yourself from within. It's about walking into every room as though you belong there, because you do. Confidence isn't handed out. No one is going to look at you and say, "Here, take some belief in yourself." It's something you build brick by brick through action and perseverance. Every small victory adds to your foundation. Every time you push past fear and succeed, no matter how small the success may seem, you're reinforcing the belief that you are capable, that you are enough. But here's where most people get it wrong. They wait for confidence to show up before they take action. Let me be clear, confidence doesn't precede action, it follows it. You don't wake up one day and suddenly feel ready to conquer the world. You take the first step. You make the first move, and through that action, confidence begins to grow. It's the result of showing up, of trying, of learning, and of proving to yourself that you can handle whatever comes your way. Doubt is a poison, and it will eat away at your potential if you let it. The voice in your head that says, "You're not good enough, you're not ready," or "You're gonna fail," that voice is lying. It's a liar that's afraid of your success, because your success means the death of your limitations. The only way to silence that voice is to act in spite of it. Feel the fear, hear the doubt, and then do it anyway. Confidence isn't about never feeling fear. It's about refusing to let that fear dictate your actions. It's about knowing that even if you fail, you'll get back up, stronger and wiser than before. Failure doesn't define you, how you respond to it does. The most confident people you see, the ones who seem unshakable, They weren't born that way. They've simply failed enough times to realize that failure isn't fatal. It's a stepping stone to success. The world is full of doubters. People who will project their insecurities onto you, who will tell you what you can't do, what's impossible, and why you're wasting your time. Ignore them. Their doubt has nothing to do with you and everything to do with their own fear. Confidence means shielding yourself from negativity and staying focused on your path. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, who challenge you to be better, and who believe in you as much as you believe in yourself. Confidence is contagious. When you carry yourself with certainty, people notice. Doors open, opportunities appear. Why? Because people are drawn to those who believe in themselves. They see someone who knows their worth and isn't afraid to claim it. Confidence isn't just about you, it's about the energy you project and the way the world responds to it. But remember, confidence is a skill. It's not fixed, and it's not dependent on external validation. It grows as you do. The more you push your limits, the more you achieve, the more you'll believe in your ability to achieve even more. Start small if you must. Set a goal, accomplish it, and let that feeling fuel you for the next challenge. Build momentum, build certainty, build unshakable faith in yourself. So, let me ask you this, why not you? Why not now? The only thing standing between you and the life you want is your belief in your ability to achieve it. Confidence is your weapon. Wield it wisely. Walk tall, speak boldly, and act fearlessly. The world is yours for the taking, if you believe it is. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the battlefield that matters most, your mind. Mental fortitude is the ultimate weapon, and without it, no amount of skill, talent, or opportunity will save you. Life is not kind. It will throw punches, knock you down, and test you in ways you never imagined. But here's the truth. You don't lose when you fall. You lose when you stay down, when you let the challenges break you instead of making you stronger. Mental fortitude is the ability to rise every single time, no matter how many times life tries to bury you. Your mind is your greatest ally or your worst enemy, and the choice is entirely yours. When adversity hits, most people crumble. They let fear, doubt, and frustration consume them. They make excuses, they shift blame, and they quit. Winners, on the other hand, thrive in chaos. They look adversity in the eye and say, is that all you've got? They don't fold under pressure. They use it as fuel to push harder, to go further, and to prove everyone, including themselves, wrong. The beauty of mental fortitude is that it's not something you're born with, it's something you build. It's forged through struggle, sharpened by failure, and strengthened by every obstacle you overcome. Each time you face difficulty and refuse to back down, you're training your mind to become unbreakable. It's like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. But here's the catch: you can only build mental fortitude by stepping into the arena, by facing the challenges head on, and by refusing to quit when things get tough. Life will test you in ways you can't predict. You'll face setbacks, disappointments, and moments where giving up feels like the easiest option. But mental fortitude isn't about avoiding hardship, it's about enduring it. It's about understanding that pain. Failure and rejection are temporary, but the lessons they teach and the strength they build are permanent. Every time you push through, you're proving to yourself that you're stronger than your circumstances. The reality is most people don't lack talent or opportunities, they lack resilience. They give up too soon. They let one failure define them, one setback derail their progress. But the truth is, failure is never final unless you let it be. Every successful person you admire has failed more times than they can count. The difference is they didn't let those failures stop them. They learned, adapted, and came back stronger. That's mental fortitude. There's a voice in your head that will tell you to quit, that you're not good enough, that it's too hard. That voice is a liar. It's a remnant of fear, insecurity, and doubt trying to hold you back. Your job is to silence it, not by ignoring it, but by proving it wrong. Take action, no matter how small. Push forward, even when it feels impossible. Every step you take is a victory over that voice, a testament to your strength and determination. Mental fortitude also means controlling your focus. The world is full of distractions, problems, negativity, and noise designed to pull you off course. You need to develop the discipline to block it out and stay locked in on your goals. Don't waste energy on things you can't control. Focus on what you can do, on the actions that move you closer to where you want to be. Let go of excuses, because excuses don't build empires. Relentless focus does. The road to success isn't smooth, and it's not supposed to be. If it were easy, everyone would do it. But it's the struggle that makes it worthwhile. The people who succeed are not the ones who never face challenges, they're the ones who refuse to be defeated by them. Every time you face a problem, ask yourself, Is this going to define me, or am I going to define it? So build your mental fortitude like your life depends on it, because it does. Strengthen your mind by pushing through the discomfort, by seeking out challenges instead of avoiding them, and by learning to thrive in the storm instead of waiting for the calm. No one said it would be easy, but I promise you, it will be worth it. Your mind is your strongest asset. Train it, trust it, and let it guide you to greatness. Taking calculated risks is not just an option, it's a requirement for achieving greatness. Staying in your comfort zone might feel safe, but safety is a trap that leads to mediocrity. The greatest rewards in life are reserved for those who are willing to venture into the unknown, to bet on themselves when the odds aren't guaranteed, and to act boldly in the face of uncertainty. Risk is the price of admission to the life you want. Without it, you'll never know what you're truly capable of achieving. But let's be clear, this isn't about recklessness. Taking calculated risks means thinking strategically, weighing the potential outcomes, and then having the courage to act. It's not about gambling blindly. It's about making informed decisions and having the confidence to follow through, knowing full well that failure is a possibility. True risk takers understand that failure isn't a permanent state. It's a step on the path to success. The fear of failure is what holds most people back. They're so afraid of making a mistake, of looking foolish, or of losing what they already have that they never take the first step. But here's the truth: failure is inevitable. It's part of the process. Every successful person you've ever admired has a history of failure. What sets them apart is their willingness to learn from it, to adapt, and to keep moving forward. Every risk you take is a chance to grow, to improve, and to get closer to your goals. Risk isn't just about action, it's about mindset. You have to reframe the way you view failure. Instead of seeing it as a setback, see it as feedback. Instead of letting it discourage you, let it drive you. When you take risks, you're not just testing the limits of what's possible, you're expanding them. You're proving to yourself that you're capable of more than you ever thought. Taking calculated risks also means embracing uncertainty. Let's be honest, no one has all the answers. No one knows exactly how things will turn out. But the people who achieve greatness are the ones who are willing to act despite that uncertainty. They trust their instincts, they rely on their preparation, and they step into the unknown with the confidence that they'll figure it out along the way. Risk isn't just about the big decisions, it's also about the small, everyday choices. It's about speaking up in a meeting when you have an idea, even if you're not sure how it will be received. It's about starting that business, pursuing that dream, or reaching out to someone who inspires you, even if the outcome isn't guaranteed. These small risks add up, and over time, they lead to big rewards. The reality is, the biggest risk you can take is not taking any risk at all. Playing it safe guarantees one thing: you'll stay exactly where you are. If you're not willing to take risks, you'll never experience the thrill of success, the satisfaction of growth, or the joy of achieving something you once thought impossible. Life is short, and every day you spend avoiding risk is a day you'll never get back. So stop waiting for the perfect moment, because it doesn't exist. Stop waiting for certainty, because it will never come. Start betting on yourself, because no one else will do it for you. Take the leap, make the move, and trust that you'll rise to the occasion. Taking calculated risks isn't just about what you achieve, it's about who you become in the process. It's about becoming stronger, braver, and more capable than you ever thought possible. Greatness isn't for the faint of heart. It's for those who are willing to take the risk, embrace the uncertainty, and keep pushing forward no matter what. The question is, are you willing to bet on yourself? Because if you are, the rewards are limitless. Take the risk and take control of your destiny. Learning relentlessly is the cornerstone of success. No matter how talented or skilled you are, if you're not constantly growing, you're falling behind. The world moves too fast, and the moment you think you know enough is the moment you've already lost. Learning isn't something you finish when school ends. It's a lifelong process, a never-ending pursuit of knowledge, skills, and wisdom. The most successful people in any field are not the ones who started with all the answers, but the ones who never stopped asking questions. True learning isn't passive. It's not about sitting back and letting information come to you. It's about seeking out challenges, embracing curiosity, and stepping outside your comfort zone. It's about being humble enough to admit you don't know everything and hungry enough to do something about it. The world is full of resources, books, mentors, courses, experiences, but none of them matter if you're not willing to put in the effort to learn and apply what you've learned. Relentless learning requires more than just absorbing information. It requires action. Knowledge without application is meaningless. You can read all the books in the world, Watch every tutorial and attend every seminar. But if you don't put that knowledge to work, it's wasted. Each time you learn something new, ask yourself, how can I use this? How can this knowledge improve my skills, enhance my life, or bring me closer to my goals? Learning is the seed, but action is what makes it grow. The process of learning isn't always glamorous, and it's rarely easy. It often means making mistakes, facing failures, and admitting when you're wrong. But those moments are where the real growth happens. Every failure is a lesson in disguise, every mistake a stepping stone toward mastery. The people who achieve greatness aren't afraid of failing because they understand that failure is just another opportunity to learn. They don't let ego or pride stop them from improving. Relentless learners don't just stick to what they're comfortable with. They explore new areas, challenge old beliefs, and push the boundaries of their knowledge. They understand that staying stagnant in a rapidly changing world is the quickest way to become irrelevant. They embrace innovation, adapt to change, and continually reinvent themselves. In a world where everything is evolving, the ability to learn and adapt is the ultimate competitive advantage. Learning relentlessly also means being proactive. Don't wait for someone to hand you the answers. Seek them out. Be the person who asks the tough questions, who digs deeper, who refuses to settle for surface-level understanding. Curiosity is your greatest weapon, and it's what drives you to go beyond the basics and uncover the insights that most people overlook. The more you learn, the more doors you open for yourself. Each piece of knowledge is a tool that equips you to tackle challenges, solve problems, and seize opportunities. Surround yourself with people who inspire you to grow. Learn from those who've achieved what you aspire to and study their journeys. Success leaves clues, and if you're paying attention, you can use those clues to accelerate your own progress. But don't just look outward, learn from yourself as well. Reflect on your experiences, analyze your successes and failures, and use them as a guide for future decisions. The greatest teacher you'll ever have is your own journey. And let's not forget the power of consistency. Learning isn't about cramming or occasional bursts of effort. It's about showing up every day, putting in the work, and staying committed to the process. It's about building habits that make growth a part of your daily life. Whether it's reading for 30 minutes, practicing a skill, or seeking feedback, small, consistent efforts add up over time. The compound effect of relentless learning is extraordinary, and it's what separates the good from the great. At the core of relentless learning is a mindset, the belief that no matter how much you know, there's always more to discover. The moment you think you've mastered everything is the moment you stop growing. Stay curious, stay hungry, and stay humble. The journey of learning is infinite, and the rewards are immeasurable. Surrounding yourself with excellence is one of the most critical decisions you will ever make. The people you allow into your life have the power to either propel you forward or hold you back. They influence the way you think, the way you act, and ultimately, the life you build. If you surround yourself with mediocrity, it's only a matter of time before you start adopting mediocre habits, thinking mediocre thoughts, and settling for a mediocre life. But when you surround yourself with excellence, with individuals who challenge you, inspire you, and push you to be better, you elevate yourself to a whole new level. Excellence is contagious. When you're in the presence of people who refuse to settle, who demand the best of themselves and those around them, you can't help but absorb that mindset. These people operate with a standard that is non-negotiable. They don't cut corners, they don't make excuses, and they don't tolerate complacency. Being around them forces you to step up your game, to rise to their level, and to operate with the same sense of purpose and intensity. But this isn't just about surrounding yourself with high achievers. It's about choosing people who align with your values and your vision. Excellence isn't just about success. It's about integrity, discipline, and character. It's about surrounding yourself with people who not only inspire you, but also hold you accountable. These are the people who won't let you settle for less than you're capable of, who will call you out when you're slacking, and who will celebrate your victories as if they were their own. The right people in your life will not only uplift you, but also challenge you. They'll force you to confront your weaknesses, to face your fears, and to push through your limits. They'll remind you of your goals when you're tempted to stray, and encourage you to keep going when the journey gets tough. These are the people who understand that greatness is a team sport and that no one achieves success alone. Excellence also demands that you cut ties with toxicity. There's no room for negativity, doubt, or mediocrity in your inner circle. If someone is constantly draining your energy, doubting your dreams, or bringing you down, it's time to let them go. It's not personal, it's necessary. You cannot build an extraordinary life while surrounded by people who are content with ordinary. Seek out mentors who have walked the path you aspire to follow. Learn from their experiences, absorb their wisdom, and let their guidance accelerate your growth. Surround yourself with peers who are as ambitious and driven as you are, who will push you to be better every single day. And don't forget to mentor others along the way. Teaching and uplifting others is one of the most powerful ways to solidify your own excellence and create a ripple effect of greatness. Your environment shapes you. The conversations you have, the energy you're exposed to, and the standards you're surrounded by, all of these things influence your mindset, your actions, and ultimately, your results. If you want to achieve greatness, you need to create an environment that demands greatness. That starts with the people you choose to surround yourself with. Surrounding yourself with excellence is not about ego, it's about evolution. It's about understanding that you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with and making the conscious choice to elevate that average. It's about recognizing that your success is not just about what you do, but also about who you do it with. So choose wisely, because your circle will either build you up or tear you down. The people in your life are either your greatest asset or your greatest liability. Surround yourself with those who push you to be better, who inspire you to dream bigger, and who challenge you to achieve more. Excellence attracts excellence, so become the kind of person who others are proud to be around. Build your circle with intention and watch how your life transforms. Action beats excuses every single time. Excuses are the language of failure, the whispers of mediocrity, and the lies we tell ourselves to justify inaction. Every time you make an excuse, you're building a wall between yourself and your goals. That wall gets higher and stronger with every excuse until it becomes an impenetrable fortress of stagnation. If you want to break free, you have to realize one simple truth: no one cares about your excuses. The world doesn't reward intentions, it rewards results. Excuses are easy. They're comfortable. They give you a reason to stay where you are and avoid discomfort. But comfort is the enemy of progress, and excuses are the tools that keep you chained to mediocrity. I don't have time. I'm not ready. I'm not good enough. All of these are lies you tell yourself to avoid facing the hard truth. The truth is, if you really wanted it, you'd find a way. And if you're not willing to take action, then maybe it's time to admit you don't want it as badly as you think. Action is the antidote to excuses. It cuts through fear, doubt, and hesitation. When you take action, even imperfect action, you disrupt the cycle of excuses and start building momentum. Momentum is powerful. It's what turns small steps into giant leaps, what transforms hesitation into confidence, and what separates those who dream from those who achieve. Every action you take is a vote for the person you want to become. Let's be honest, taking action isn't always easy. It's uncomfortable. It's messy. It forces you to confront your weaknesses, face your fears, and step into the unknown. But that's where growth happens. That's where you discover what you're truly capable of. Excuses keep you safe, but they also keep you small. Action is what allows you to break through barriers and build the life you deserve. Stop waiting for the perfect moment, because it doesn't exist. Perfection is another excuse dressed up as a noble goal. I'll start when I'm ready. I'll act when the conditions are just right. These are just ways of delaying the inevitable. The perfect moment is now. The right time is the moment you decide to act. Success isn't about timing, it's about consistency. It's about showing up, putting in the work, and refusing to quit, no matter what. When you take action, you silence the voice of doubt in your head. That voice will tell you it's too hard, too risky, or not worth it. Don't listen. Every step you take is a victory over that voice, proof that you're stronger than your fears. And here's the best part: the more you act, the quieter that voice becomes. Action breeds confidence, and confidence kills excuses. Taking action also means taking responsibility. Stop blaming circumstances, other people, or bad luck. Own your situation, because only then can you change it. Excuses are a way of shifting responsibility, of saying, it's not my fault. But if it's not your fault, then it's not in your control. And if it's not in your control, then you're powerless to change it. Taking responsibility is the first step toward empowerment, and empowerment leads to action. The beauty of action is that it doesn't have to be perfect. Progress beats perfection every time. Every small step, every tiny effort adds up over time. You don't need to have everything figured out before you start. You just need to start. Action creates clarity. It shows you what works, what doesn't, and what you need to do next. Excuses keep you stuck, but action moves you forward, even if it's just one small step at a time. So what's it going to be? Are you going to keep hiding behind excuses, or are you going to take action? The choice is yours, and it's a choice you make every single day. Excuses are easy. but they lead nowhere. Action is hard, but it leads to greatness. It's time to stop talking about what you want and start doing what it takes to get it. Because at the end of the day, results are all that matter, and action is the only way to achieve them. In the end, everything boils down to a simple truth. Greatness is not handed out, and success is not guaranteed. They are earned through relentless effort, calculated risks, consistent action, and an unwavering commitment to your vision. Break the barriers that hold you back: fear, doubt, excuses, and mediocrity. Build greatness by surrounding yourself with excellence, learning relentlessly, and taking responsibility for every aspect of your life. The path to winning is not easy, but it's worth every ounce of sweat and sacrifice. It's about pushing beyond limits, staying disciplined when it's inconvenient, and refusing to settle for anything less than what you're capable of achieving. Your potential is limitless, but only if you're willing to bet on yourself and put in the work. The world doesn't owe you anything, but it will reward those who dare to rise above and claim what's theirs. So stand up, take charge, and commit to the journey. Break the barriers, build greatness, and go win, because you were born to.